KMR, Kyle Mohan Racing. We've got the engine dressed. Everything is going together on the Formula Drift car. And I just wanted to give some updates on the channel that braps. So last time I posted a video, Formula Drift car. We were basically getting body work on. So we've got the wide body prepped. It's ready for wrap. And then we were basically just getting the engine block in. And as you can see, we're almost fully dressed now. We've got a fresh precision turbo. All the wastegates have been gone through, repositioning, getting everything dialed in. And then basically the injection system, our fuel injectors, all went out for service, all went out for cleaning. 2600 cc secondaries, 1700 cc primaries. And then the nitrous system is basically staying the same. It's still a twin stage setup designed to spool down low and increase horsepower up top. Heat management is always really important, especially in high horsepower cars. So one of the reasons we actually have the turbo mounted up high is to get fresh air to the turbo. Heat management of your air intake charge can become critical. And so we're actually running a twin water injection system. We've got one pre-intercooler and one after the intercooler. And that water injection is helping cool and densify down that compressed air intake charge. And as you run more and more turbo boost, more and more PSI, the hotter those air intake temperatures get. And if you notice, we've got downpipes, turbos, and intake manifolds right next to each other. So we also do have a nice exhaust wrap that goes over this turbo and a big heat shield that goes in between the downpipe and intake manifold. And trying our best to get hot air out of the hood through venting and as much cold air as we can in through the nose of the Formula Drift car. But if you think about it, Formula Drift cars are generally going sideways, so we're not always able to get a lot of air packed in from the nose of the car. So it's very important that we've got ample venting of the hood, ample fresh air for the turbo, and plenty of fan capacity to pull air through our oil coolers and intercooler here at the nose of the car with the larger capacity radiator mounted in the back. So heat management is not only important to the rotary engine, but also to any high horsepower, high performance build, making sure that you're doing what you can, whether it be ceramic coating or heat shielding, exhaust wrapping, to protect components that may benefit from keeping the heat in, your turbocharging side, and intake charge benefit from keeping the heat out. Another one of the big reasons I actually run ethanol in the Formula Drift cars is it's cheaper, it's cooler burning, and it's higher octane than most of the comparable gasolines I can get or race gases. So with E98, you're getting a cooling effect on the intake charge as well, and you're getting a very high octane to protect against knock and detonation. I had a question come in. I thought it was a good question. They were asking about spark plugs. So we're actually running the NGK 11.5 heat range spark plugs, which are one of the coolest spark plugs you can buy from NGK Racing. I think maybe that's like period on the market, but I know they're on the cooler side. And you think about it, with a rotary engine having a 100% duty cycle, very high RPM, so very fast rate of reciprocation, and very high EGTs, very, very intense EGT with the potential for intense and high intake temperatures. You don't want to end up with a spark plug that either stays hot too long, has issues with getting the heat out of the ceramic or out of the tip. So having a proper spark plug for a rotary is important. Having a proper heat range for a rotary is important. And in our case, even though we're doing all of these things to manage our engine temperatures, the sustained RPM of drifting, the hard load of drifting creates a lot of spark plug temperature. So we opt to just run across all 6 plugs, the 11.5. And with proper tuning, we never have cold start issues. We're not starting in freezing temperatures, but even on ethanol, we're able to start up very easily, no fouling issues on the regular at the racetrack. But we do obviously do a lot of maintenance on the car, whether it be changing the fluids, changing the plugs, or just checking everything over. Any race car is receiving a lot of maintenance. But I thought that was a good question. And maybe we can even touch base more on spark plugs and some of the tuning features on this car in a future video. With the wastegate package, we're still running the triple wastegates for boost control. We kind of found that running 3 smaller wastegates reacts faster than 1 large wastegate. And in the effort to manage our boost, we've continued to develop that package and idea. And then we're still running the 4th wastegate as a type of back pressure exhaust control that's computer controlled via the wastegate functions and boost pressure. So kind of a neat opportunity to play with exhaust back pressure. We've got the seat out. We've been doing more heat management both on the interior and exterior for myself and the computer components. That Haltech Elite, although it's very robust, it's probably not great to get it too hot, so we've been working on a little bit more heat control on the interior while we had the time. And obviously cleaned up the back of the car where we've got that big old Mishimoto radiator, twin fans, and a bunch of fresh bodywork all the way around so we can get out there, rub walls, rub fenders, and drive hard with this amazing engine package. So just the efforts of keeping our engine package reliable, proper spark plugs, heat management, high octane ethanol. Obviously, we're running premix, renewable lubricants. Make sure to ask questions below. Very grateful for everybody watching the channel, asking questions, enjoying the content. It definitely encourages me to get the phone out, get the camera out, and document what we are doing. And you can see in just a couple days, the car has really come together. We've got some new merch coming out, and we've got more videos coming. So make sure to follow KMR, like, subscribe, and we're going to keep that brap going. And for that, I'm going to brap on out of here. That's a brap. Thanks for watching.